Yes, we are live. We are live, guys. And I'm finally going to do this watch party with you. It's been on my list of things to get done. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. It's me. And what we're going to do today is we're actually going to go over quickly the Drew Barrymore show. I'm going to do it with you. This is actually the first time I'm watching the entire thing and rewatching the entire thing besides being there in December. So I wanted to do it with you guys so you guys can get some real deal responses and go through this with me. But what I really want to also share with you is how some of the points that were brought up during our Drew Barrymore session can be applied, applicable to sales, can be applicable to business, and also in life. So, who is here with me? Say hi. Let me know your name. We are in StreamYard, so I'm broadcasting this across a few of my pages. I'm super excited to do this with you guys live. It's finally a day where I can breathe. Probably in another half an hour, for those who do not know. And I'm not sure why it says 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It should be 12. So we are actually going to be doing our Money Vision board. This was from Saturday, but I'm actually going to be doing an encore presentation in half an hour on our private platform. So if you're still interested, go to moneyvisionboard.com and you will have access to join us at 12 o'clock when we go into planning what is our vision for our finances, for ourselves, and for our business for 2023. So if you're ready, let's go. Type in let's go. Right? It's MLK Day. It's a day of service. It's a day of us like really tapping into ourselves so we can really see what is it that we want to extend ourselves in service and in being our best selves ever. At least that's what I think about myself. Every time I show up, I ask God to be in me, make whatever I say and do be of essence for you, be in alignment with you and for what you desire for me to do to help whoever you are purposed me to help out there, realizing it's not everyone, but realizing that it is many people. So let's have some fun, right? All right, so I'm going to add to the stream. I'm going to have some support at the back here. Let's get this started. All right, let me pause it for a second. All right, how do we get the volume up so I can hear it? Because I can't hear it. I paused it. Am I going to be able to hear it? I'm putting it all together. Turn it up on my computer. My computer was low. All right. So have you guys got the opportunity to see it yet? What did you think and what lessons did you get? Make sure you share your lessons also in the comment. I'm checking to see what is it that it was. All right. Oh, we have to talk about the other thing that's on. Okay, welcome back. Did you? So this is me, super, super scared. My first time ever meeting Drew, meeting Xana, and I was nervous before even getting there. I think I changed my clothes twice. So what you see is actually a reminiscence. It's the actual final product of coming off of a red eye, coming home quickly, getting my makeup done, and then changing clothes inside of the car because I just could not figure out what did I want to actually wear. So let's
know that right now you could save thousands of dollars or make thousands of dollars that might just be sitting in your closet. So here to teach us how to make your clothes earn you cash is our favorite fashionista and Drew Crewer, Xana Roberts-Massey.
Absolutely love Xana, right? So we met in the elevator going down to start the production together. And she's looking at me and she's like, am I going to be another one of the guest experts? And I looked at her and I said, I am one of the guest experts. I'm going to be guest experting with you. So instead of her thinking that I'm just another audience member that's coming to share and get advice from her, I'm owning my genius. I'm owning the fact that I'm also an expert. However, it's also great to exchange spaces at a time, that we can't always show up as the expert. We can also show up as someone that's willing to learn and be an example for our people. At least that's what I was thinking. So I also wanted to learn. I mean, I've spoke about turning content to cash before. I spoke about turning your events to cash. I've even spoke about retreats, how you can make a six-figure retreats. But I never really thought about my clothes in my closet. So here I am as a student, type in student. And we all have to remember there's always a time when we're there to be coached. And there are times for us to be a coach and there are times for us to be coached. So be coachable. If you can see that, if you receive that, type that in, be coachable. be coachable to the fact that sometimes you're not going to know all the things in all the areas. So it was super humbling to come in with Xana, she's on all the red carpets. She's out there talking about fashion. So I want to learn, right? And then it's being able to position myself to be a student.
Joining us is one of our viewers who needed a closet clean out. It's Allie. Hi, Allie.
So let me tell you, at this point, the whole audience, I cannot make this up. The whole audience is like, "Hi, Allie." So imagine being there and having the support of the audience, of the production team. The whole vibes are just high vibes. And I just felt like oh my goodness, this is actually going to be a super cool moment. All my nerves left at the moment because at that time I felt so welcomed.
Okay, Allie, what is your closet conundrum?
I would wear something once, I will take pictures in it, and then I don't want to wear it again. So my closet is filled of things that I wouldn't wear again. But I don't know. So think about it. How many of us have taken pictures where it's being shown all over social media? Some of the outfits on the stage, I've worn them in conferences. If you go through my Instagram at Dr. Allie Griffith, you'll be able to see, well, my previous Instagram, you'll be able to see me with all these different outfits. And then I start thinking to myself, well, if I've worn them and I'm taking pictures with them, I can't really go back and wear them again very soon. So what can I do with the things in my closet? How many guys have things in your closet right now that you know that you spent a lot of money on, or you haven't spent a lot of money on, and you're not really going to be using it again? So then how can I now monetize what is in my closet? Say monetize me. Like there's so many ways of monetizing ourselves. It's not just our intellectual property. Sometimes there are the things that we have around the house. And when we're thinking about we don't have, I want us to now exchange that thought for thinking of abundance and thinking that we have all around us. Everywhere, everything around us, anything around us can be monetizable. Monetize me. There we go. Thank you. How to turn my closet into cash.
Well, guess what? Xana does.
Oh. So that closet into cash came straight out from my content to cash, right? So if you were with me for last year, I had a series for the first quarter. It's still available for those who are interested. How do you turn your general content into cash, right? Many people are out there doing content. They're doing Facebook, where they're doing reels, they're doing all these videos and things like that, but it's not monetizing. So I love training my clients and helping them to understand that we can create and we can have all the fun dancing, but we need to make sure that we're leading that into a call to action. We're leading that into what is the offer for you doing that? Where are we taking the people to? So you might see me dancing or you might see me giving points out on a video, but the video eventually must lead into more other than just showing up and being entertaining. We want to make sure we have a path and a journey for showing up. So that was my content to cash. So now, of course, here, and they're asking me the question. Now, I couldn't plug me being a coach. I couldn't speak anything about having clients. It was literally me as an audience member. And what can I share that still is in alignment? Type out the words alignment with my brand. It's not fake. It's truly authentic. Because if I'm speaking content to cash, now let's talk about closet to cash, which closet is still to me, the closing your closet is still part of your content, right? That's part of your visual brand. So it's exchanging the words. And as a result of this is how that segment was named, Turning Your Clothes into Cash, because of this soundbite that I used. Juicy, right?
We do. So she went through Allie's closet. So, Xana, take it away. How do you do it?
Okay, so this is not just about shopping smarter. This is literally about selling smarter. And there are
there's that point, right? So it's not about shopping smarter. It's also about selling smarter. Now, many times we're usually thinking of we go into a store that we're just shopping for ourselves, but we're not thinking about the next, right? What is the next level after we wear it? It's also about turning shopping, which is when we're spending. And I love to talk about the cyclical flow of money. Most of us speak about it or we don't really dive into it. We're going to talk a little bit more when we get into this vision, the money vision board in a few, but I believe in a cyclical flow of money. So if we're spending, right, we can also be selling, right? So spending and selling is a cyclical flow of the money that you have around you. So let's talk in not only in just the aspect of I'm going to have something now. We're going to learn about how do we start to sell smarter.
Many different ways you can sell your clothes. First up, you're going to split the clothes that you've got into 3 different piles. So you want the high-end luxury, then you want your more mass market brands, and then you want your purge pile. So we've done it with...
All right, so 3 ends. How many of us have heard of our 3 levels, our 3 tiers of sales, right? We have our high ticket offer or our high sales offer opportunity, I like to say. We may also have that mid-tier offer or our mid sales opportunity. And then we have our low sales offer or lower sales opportunity, right? So when we're thinking about our concepts or the things that we have or our offer, and we speak about this throughout the year as we're training, it's how does it look? How do we use what we have, our intellectual property? It's either going to be a product, a service, an event. How do we use this and still tier it into 3 types of offers, right? We're going to have our high offer, which is the same thing they're talking about in clothes, our high-end sales. Everyone knows that we may have something in the closet that just has that name, that has gained value, that has not lost value, now considered to be vintaged, that has now moved into a space of our high sales opportunity. And then we have our clothes, our mid-tier offers. And then we have the things like what I'm a big Shein, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. I'm a lovely for low tails and sales. And how many of my salesistas out there? I'm always looking for a sale. I am a low-end, high-end chick. I love to wear low-end stuff because those things I don't have to wear again, or I don't have to be concerned on if I have to sell it. It's not a big deal to me. And then, of course, I'm that chick. I have my bougie side to me where I do invest into higher end clothing also, and our opportunities. Let's check it out.
With Ali's closet, let's start with the high end. So these Chanel shoes, for example, how much did you pay for these?
About $300.
But they hold their value. Things like Chanel and Louis Vuitton will absolutely always hold their value.
So an investment, not just a splurge.
Absolutely.
All right, that's a
Boom. I love that. Investment, not just a splurge, right? So many of us sometimes when we want to treat ourselves, I'm notorious for treating myself at least once a year, twice a year. I would say, you know what, Ali, you worked this year. You went above and beyond. You've covered your sales. You've just passed whatever expectations that you gave for yourself. This is the incentive I use when I'm doing sales, right? If I have my must sales, my stretch goals, whenever I make my stretch goals, I'll make sure, well, the must takes care of all expenses, right? Once I reach into stretch, I'm now moving into my profit space. So I treat me. Everybody type out, it's okay to treat yourself, right? And there are many times when I'll say, I'll treat myself to a nice bag, or I'll treat myself to nice shoes, or I'll treat myself to a nice vacation spot. That's me and how I move into it. But what I love that Drew pointed out is that it's not just a splurge. I'm going out there and splurge. This can also be seen as an investment. Lovely lesson. Can you hear how I'm talking about with sales? Do you see how this relates to sales?
good way to look at it.
And if you go to a great site like The Real Real, for example, who specialize in luxury consignment or Vestiaire, they're great because they know how to treat them. These could retail now.
All right, so make sure you get that. So for those of us who have our high ends that we want to move past, that's a great space, The Real Real. You could definitely look into there on how to, when it's that space and you're looking for, okay, what do I need to invest in? Or what do I need to save in? And I don't have lucrative cash in front of me. I don't have it like fast cash in front of you. Here's another manner of how you can use things that you've invested in before and now take that and turn it around and create another opportunity for you to bring more cash in. To do what? To invest again, right? Cyclical, type out the word cyclical.
On The Real Real for over $400.
Wait, what?
My favorite response, okay, that was true. Because whenever I hear I can make money off of money and the money goes up, like, of course, I'm like, what? All right, I'm really extra. If y'all don't know, type out extra, but I really meant it at that time.
So not only are you making money, you're making more money. And if you're looking at sneakers, so these have not been worn, right? And then into the sneaker world, you end up with real sneakerheads and they're collectors. These are really valuable. So you could probably get up to $1,000 for these. Isn't that insane?
That's amazing.
I mean,
So for those who don't know, these were the shoes that I wore when I signed my house in Aruba. They do have sentimental reasons. No, I'm not selling it. But if it ever came to a point where I did have to sell it, if I had to create cash from my closet, listen, if something needs to get done, I like to know that there's opportunities and there's possibilities. I see you the last, but you know your coach is extra. But but the whole goal of it is knowing that when we have things around us that we should never be able to say I'm broke. I don't want to hear you be able to say that you don't have. I need us to slip out of that mindset of not having to understand that there's money all around us, right? Type it out. There's money all around us. There's possibilities all around us, and there's abundance all around us. And that's the mindset of why I needed to come in here and share this experience, and why it was so important that we do this at the top of the year, especially as we are getting into our money vision board. For those of you, we still have access. We're going to go into that in another few minutes from 12 o'clock. It's expanding our thoughts beyond what we were taught. Like we were taught that money was only in cash. That's only when you have money in your in your wallet, or if you have it in your savings account, and building it up in your savings account, and not realizing that there's so many other opportunities and access right in front of our face. Say right in front of our face, like right in front, like literally right in front of your face.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
How do you do the ready to wear? Where
Okay.
does that go? How does that get
So
sold?
ready to wear. So this is the great place for these: Depop or Poshmark. Now they take these massive, big market brands. So Calvin Klein, and this is a great shape. This is going to work on a lot of people. So it's a universal piece.
You love that, right?
A great brand. Drew is shopping your closet right now. Okay, that will be. Can I just?
So Drew is shopping my closet. If you guys haven't seen my rebrand for 2023, shout out to Toy Monet, Creel, who was also part of our content creation space that actually went into Detroit to support one of my clients, Dr. Joy, who was doing her content day. And we ended up doing a shoot with both of us. And this is how this jacket came into play. Now, they brought this jacket for me just to wear it for that day. You know, when you're doing your content creation, they'll bring all the outfits for you to wear for that day. And I was like, I like this jacket. I can see me wearing this again, honestly. And it was a great buy. It was an H&M jacket. It was under $50. It was definitely worth it. And look, Drew and I have the same taste, right? So we'll drop some links to some of these things that I do have so you can have access to it, because I'm an open book. And yes, Drew, you can have my jackets.
Take me. This will be. It's really good on you.
By the way, I'm not kidding. I'm like, how much do you want for
so
it?
this would be around $30 because is this new with tags?
Yeah, it was.
Okay, $30, please. Hand it over now. We just took the middleman out of this.
I'm like, well, will you?
Did they just remove me from the concept? Did they take the middleman out? That's okay. Yes, we can take the middleman out.
You gonna sell it for $30, or is Ali like, hold on a second, I was gonna sell that for $150. You'll tell me afterwards. But I mean,
Y'all know me. I sure enough would have sold it for $150. To me, I'm like, it went up in value the minute I wore it. And how about it now went up in value the minute not only I wore it, but Drew Barrymore wore it. What do y'all think? Did it go up in value, or is it the same value? Up or down? Put it in the chat. Let me know. I think up. But y'all tell me your thoughts.
just saying, look, your
These
stuff
look great.
is very desirable.
So the difference here, this you can get up to from like 30 to 80% commissions. On these, you have to do more of the work. You have to take the pictures, you have to upload them. There's a really easy app to use, but it is more of the work. But you do end up with 80% of the price tag.
And collect.
Woo, woo. Where else do you get 80% off commission? Like, but the things that are in your closet. So make sure you have access to some of these links. We'll also make some of these links available for you guys later on. I really want you to understand that the whole experience. It's not just the Drew Show. It's the fact that we can create cash around us. And if there's ever a reason, if I'm saying to you, come on, guys, I need you invested into your next program for you to get to your next level. What I don't want to hear, especially from my clients, my potential clients, is I don't have. I got all the access where you can turn your closet into cash so you can create what? More cash, more investments, more that you can do, because we believe in cyclical action, cyclical money action.
Effectively, it adds up.
Well, the great way of looking at it. So this is our purge pile. These are pieces that you may not think are worth anything, but what is your trash is someone else's treasure, and they are willing to.
Oh, one of my favorite lines ever. Somebody type it out. What is your trash is someone else's treasure. How many of us think that the things around us, like nobody's gonna buy that? When I was showing them the clothes in my closet, because they literally had to do look at my closet, so I had to pull almost all the things out. I had to send them down to the studio. I was like, I don't really see what they see. And they're like, oh my gosh, this is so great. And this is so great. And this is so great. So what you think may be trash, and this is really our mindset, is and can be someone else's treasure. So I really need you to tap in and lean into that. Tell me what does that mean for you, and put it in the chat, whether you're catching it now or later. I'm going to come back in and check. What do you think? What we think is trash can be someone else's treasure.
Pay for that. So if you can sell in bulk, and there's a great place called ThreadUp. Basically, you'll send you an envelope, and it's a closet cleanse kit, and you can pop in everything, throw it all in, send it away, and they will sell what they can. Even if you get $10 for a dress, and this is all like mass market brands, but if you had to sell 10 dresses for $10, that's $100 right there. And you have a clean closet. They can actually see your things in your closet now. It's a win-win.
This is so amazing. So basically, you've gone through Allie's closet. This is what you've, curated. What total value at the end of the day do you think it could summon approximately?
Drum roll.
So this drum roll part I put in. So this goes back into PR stuff. Whenever you go for appearances, it doesn't matter whether you're in the audience, whether you're on stage. To me, I always feel bring who you are. It's one of the lessons I learned as a media maverick. Shout out to my PR coaches, whether it's TJ Mercer. Shout out to the Super Connector Media collective. We also learned so many things inside of there of making sure when you do show up, you leave a memorable impression. To me, I've been doing this with my tribe all the time. When we're talking about our money for the year, when we're talking about elevating ourselves or elevating our offers to the next level, and we're adding it up, I love to add some fun, some high vibes into the space. Money conversations does not always have to be heavy and sad and somber. We're shifting it for this year, type out shifting the money energy into fun, into flow, so that we can attract more, right? This is why we're doing this money vision board. We're getting ready to go have some fun in another few minutes, so we can attract more to ourselves, and we'll be able to give more freely and in high vibrations, not from a stingily place or counting your pennies for what you give and then what you receive, and then making sure that I don't feel so great about it, but you're doing it from a space and an energetic flow. So I love the drum roll. That was my little adding process. Of course, if you do it, then they will do it too.
Oh, this between it is over $2,000.
That's my money dance.
You were wearing it.
So the money dance I really got from my mom.
All right. I mean, Allie, we want to keep your closet looking sharp, so our friends at Newly
has been showing me the money dance when I'll be real talk. When she used to go to the casino, whenever I would take her to the casino, she would just start this little shimmy, right? This little dance. And I was like, is that the money dance? Is that the money dance? So we got all sorts of things that is in alignment of high vibration. She would do that, and then she's walking out with thousands, or whatever she's invested has multiplied and has increased because of that high energy vibe. So I want you to get up now. I want you to move your body. We're going to be doing that in our money vision board. We're going to show how movement works with money, and keeping ourselves in high vibes leads to more.
A clothing rental service is going to give you 1 year free. It's going to totally upgrade your wardrobe.
Perfect. So absolutely perfect.
1 year of total splurging. Dana and Allie, I love this. This is the kind of segment to me that is full of takeaways. I'm going to apply it to my own life. We're going to have it on all our show platforms, and maybe you guys will apply it somewhere in your life too. So thank you so much. All right, next up, we keep moving.
All right, guys. So I hope you're able to get some really cool lessons from this. Like I said, it was a meaningful segment to me. It wasn't just showing up with my clothes and being on the Drew Barrymore show, but it was really a massive message to me, to millions, where you can understand that there's more around us. There's opportunities for sales, for money, for offers, for things that can be in high vibrations in terms of giving and receiving and giving. And it doesn't have to be in that mode that is coming with a heavy, negative, or sometimes at times masculine vibe. But for us to have more energetic flow, to realize that there's money all around us, to realize that we can visualize and we can create more. but having that open space, which is what we're going to be talking about all year and probably therefore, as you guys have seen, my brand is shifting. I'm tapping more into money conversations, more into legacy sales, not just I'm selling them an offer, but what can you create that helps them and their children's children's and their children's children's children? What can we create that's not a quick fix, but something that goes beyond? For you guys, you should know that a lot of things that I do in terms of with my tribe, with my clients, whether we're going to be doing it at our retreats or with masterminds in Aruba or wherever we decide to do it, it's always in a space of fun. It's always in a space of intentional and strategic flow. And it's in a space of cyclical high vibes, money energy. So we're talking about legacy sales. We're talking about this being the solution, not just showing up with the marketing, with the PR, with the visual branding, but how do we turn that into money? How do we turn that into revenue? And most importantly, how do we move that into profit? The profit area is what then turns into legacy type of money, right? So I hope you enjoyed our little replay. Definitely tag someone, share this with someone who needs to understand the message. Stay tuned. We have a free gift that we will be offering up soon for 7 strategies on how to create your legacy sales offer. We're going to be talking about high ticket offers, high level or high sales opportunities, and we're going to speak about lower sales opportunities, like you can saw in the show today. There are 3 different modalities we can go. Each one serves a purpose for each person uniquely at different aspects in your business. It's not a one size fits all type of thing. And I'd love to see you guys in our vision board. So go to moneyvisionboard.com, sign up. I'll see you guys in a few minutes. We're getting ready to start literally in less than a few minutes. If you're catching this on replay, then definitely still go there. And if you do sign up, you will have access to the replay. If you're interested in our free gift, in our 7 strategies or 7 tips towards moving towards your high ticket offer or your high ticket sales, then just type in me, or type out gift, whichever one, whichever one flows with you, and we will send it to you in your direct messenger. It's been a pleasure to meet with you. It's been a pleasure to share life with you. More PR opportunities are coming. If you do need me to come out and speak to your group and or interview with your media space, whether it's a podcast or a show, let's talk more money. Let's talk more attraction money, and let's talk more wealth and legacy sales. All right. It's Dr. Ali, and it's always a pleasure to show up for you. Until next time, be amazing in your thoughts, your words, and in your actions. Peace.